I believe Tamar set up the whole, let me take you out for your birthday, let's hang out for your birthday thing with Funky Dineva to go along with this whole whatever thing she's doing. I say that because you took him out for his birthday, or you went out with him for his birthday, and look at how you are in the video. Like, whose birthday is it? Like, you walked in the party like it was your birthday. Were you celebrating this EP, movie, whatever? Then something happens to you, and instead of you just clearing his name because he was with you and you know the people are talking because you stay on your phone 25/8 because you're Tamar Braxton and you care what people think about you, you literally let these vloggers drag him. This could have ruined his career.
Y'all, if there are two people that are always caught up in some drama, that is Tamar Braxton and Funky Dineva. So when both of them started going at each other and dragging their business out in public, everyone knew it wasn't going to stop until one of them gave up. Ever since Funky Dineva got caught up in what people are now calling a PR stunt to promote Tamar's new album, he's been going at her hard, accusing her of being a bad friend and faking her injuries. And girl, you know that when drama calls, Tamar answers because she's been posting digs here and there and even threatened to sue for defamation. Now, what was supposed to be a small misunderstanding between friends has blown up into a full-on internet beef, and Tasha K is taking Tamar's side because she knows firsthand how low down Funky Dineva can be, especially when dealing with women, or blackfish, as he likes to call them. Y'all better go grab your matcha and sit tight for this one because this Funky and Tamar drama doesn't look like it's simmering down anytime soon. And what's crazy is that just a few days ago, we all thought the issue between them was done and settled. But here's a little backstory on what happened. You know I got you. So Tamar went to social media to reveal that she almost died. She had fractured her nose, lost 4 teeth, and didn't know what happened to her. You know, accidents happen all the time, but the internet went crazy on Funky Dineva thinking that he had done something to her because they were together the night before Tamar found herself unconscious.
Y'all want to know what all the hell going on, bitch? I want to know what's going on too, bitch, okay? The lady got on the internet and said she almost died. Listen. Let me just go ahead and get this out the way, okay, before we even get at the top of the show. I don't know what happened to the lady. Okay, for those of y'all that don't know, I'm talking about Tamar Braxton. I don't know what happened to the lady. We went out. What night that was? We went out. Saturday night. We went out Saturday night. We went to the Roof Chris. We ate. We had a good time. She was like, let's turn up for your birthday. We went down to the V12. Shouts out to Vinny and all the people at V12. That's the video y'all saw.
And what's even crazier is how fast the internet moves because people literally went from dunking on Funky Dineva, calling him a bad friend and someone who's jealous of black women, to calling Tamar an attention seeker once she released the trailer from her album. People were like, yeah, she did a whole PR stunt, and they were not feeling the fact that she seemed so desperate for attention in order to promote her album. And on top of that, folks said that she needed to apologize to Funky because he did not deserve any of the backlash. And you know, some people still stuck their necks out for Tamar and said that this was just a bit of a misunderstanding between friends, but some others were like, no. If Tamar was online while she was in a hospital, then she could have absolutely made a little post to clear the air. One person said, that lady went to the internet to talk about what happened to her as well as update people, but couldn't clear the situation up? No, she's trash because she knew people were dragging him and she still said nothing even after he asked her to. That's nasty work, and she actually is a prime example of a narcissist. After that, Tamar finally came out and said something. She explained that she was really in the hospital, that she loved Funky and wanted to move on from everything and heal. Funky also seemed on board with that, and it looked like the two of them had their kumbaya moment and became friends again. But girl, it took Tamar less than 5 business hours to go back on what she said and about wanting to move on because she started throwing subtle digs at Funky. She said that her voice was her PR stunt, and the stunt that Funky wanted to pull didn't land the way he thought it would. Child, Tamar even made a post hinting about filing for defamation because she takes her reputation seriously. But maybe Tamar's just used to people who back down and keep quiet when she starts to act out, because she really wasn't ready for when Funky Dineva started crashing out on her. He said, "I woke up this afternoon and shots were fired, so I'm firing back. I am a rich white woman. I have no job. I have nothing to do all day, every day. I have nothing but time. Is you finished or is you done since you the rabbit holding the gun? If you bad as you say you is, then shoot."
I told you yesterday you was gonna pay me for my pain. I told you yesterday you was gonna pay me for my pain. See, you the type of person, you ain't used to having nobody around you to meet you where you at, all right? I'm equally as crazy. I'm equally mentally and emotionally unstable as you are.
Well, when the backlash started coming, Tamar took to social media again to address all of the rumors surrounding her incident. She said that she really did hurt herself and spent 5 days in the hospital recovering, which was why she didn't know what was going on with Funky. She also claimed that if she was such a bad friend to him, then why would she have paid for his birthday party?
What's the drama? All I know is I went to bed and I woke up and my life changed. And I probably shouldn't have said nothing, but I panicked because I was scared and I was alone and I was in pain. And that's it. I don't have to lie. I got money. I have success. I don't have to lie about anything. But did that person tell you that their birthday party I paid for? So if I was a shitty friend, so why what roll out? It was a coincidence.
Child, Tamar even implied that Funky might be on some drugs, but she wasn't going to say anything because she wanted peace.
And please don't, I blocked you. I don't engage. I'm not going to say your name. Just don't talk about me. I don't want anything else to do with you. You're not my friend. Okay, you don't like me. I'm a muppet. I'm a snagger-tooth. You're right, I'm a snagger-tooth. I have teeth, but I can't chew. Can you imagine how that feels? I'm a muppet. Yeah, I look like a muppet. I don't do drugs, but people do drugs. I don't do drugs of any kind.
Even her dentist went as far as making a video to confirm that Tamar came to her office to get her teeth fixed and that her injuries may have been a result of sleepwalking and not an attack.
Upon evaluation, I confirmed that she did in fact have several fractured teeth. She even had an avulsed tooth, which is a tooth that's come completely out of the socket. She also appeared to have a fractured septum. We were able to perform immediate oral surgery on her, and we were able to stabilize her for now as she continues to heal. However, she will require several appointments to get her fully to her original smile. As far as the cause, the medical team ruled out seizure, ruled out stroke, and the only thing left that it could possibly be is somnambulism, which is sleepwalking.
But girl, between you and me, if all Tamar wanted was peace in the first place, then she shouldn't have gone on live, and she should not have put it out there that she paid for the birthday party, because spending money on someone doesn't make you a good friend to them. And it's also very weird to publicly tell others what you do for your friends. Also, Tamar really kept trying to craft this narrative around Funky that he wasn't a good person at all. And at this point, Funky wasn't going to let anything Tamar said slide. As soon as she said she paid for the party, he made a post saying, "The whole internet saw the fact that I didn't want to be there. I hate the club. I was trying to go home. You begged me to come. I'm not the rest of them folk you be with. I pay what I weigh. Every time that we go out, I always pull my card out and pay because I never want you or anyone else to think that I needed or wanted anything from you. You wanted to go to V12. You drank them people liquor, so you paid for it. Ain't that how it goes? Anyway, I got one implant and the right side of my face was swollen for 4 days. Your whole mouth fell out and your nose caved in, yet here you are making appearances and videos? I love when the lies take care of themselves." Funky was even like there was a whole lot he could have said about Tamar, but he was going to keep his mouth shut to protect her. He was basically stroking the flames and putting it out there that he could ruin her if he wanted to. So she shouldn't keep playing with his name like that.
Q be the bigger person. Q, what we gotta do? You know how Tamar is. Y'all know how she... Q, please don't. Q, what we gotta do? Q, we been talking to her. Q, we try... My words to everybody was, why are y'all talking to me? Why aren't y'all talking to her? It would take 2 seconds to put all this to bed. The only thing I was looking for was some level of acknowledgement from her that I had did nothing to her and that I had no parts of what she had going on. All right?
And it looks like Tamar couldn't finish the drama she started because all of a sudden she decided that she wasn't going to be putting her album out anymore. She said, y'all won. There's no more album. I'm going to my farm and you will never hear from me again. I am sorry for everything. This is so tiring. Can you imagine her team just looking at her like, why does she always do this? And will Tamar ever learn something from this and not fall out with another friend? Definitely not, because that's just what Tamar does. But even with all of this talk against Tamar doing Funky Dineva dirty, Tasha K still has her back. She has her own issues with Funky Dineva and knows that if there's someone who can bring the drama and then act like a victim later, it's him.
Because he's such a hater. He's such an envious person. He got so mad when Tamar got all the attention. This is the same way he treated me when I had to facilitate that wedding and I was the hired host. He walked around with his lip poked out and rolling his eyes every time Tasha K hits a room because he can't stand women's, especially black women's.
There's always been a thing between Funky Dineva going after black women for no reason, according to Tasha K. And there was no way that Funky was innocent in all of this because he has always been the type to stoop low when dealing with black women.
This is how he wears his emotions on his sleeve. He can't play it off and he hates the fact that he has to perform before black women, but he can never be one. And so he low-key hates on the side because, you know, no matter how hard he tries, it will never happen, okay?
But this is one take that people aren't agreeing with Tasha K on. Not to be a Funky Dineva defender or anything like that, because he is so very messy. But Tamar is all shades of wrong for this one. She should have just left it at the apology and moved on with her album rollout. But she had to keep taking jabs at Funky, and he's the type to go 6 feet under when someone goes low. So right now, people are hoping that Tamar really does take a break and stops with all of this nonsense because the constant beefs have gone on for far too long. Tamar Braxton is talented, but her spirit is nasty. Y'all excuse her behavior because she's Tony's sister and y'all love watching a train wreck. Whether the injury was real or not is irrelevant. How she handled it was trashy. Tamar is like that one family member or friend who you always have to go no contact with to protect your peace of mind because their toxicity will cause a disturbance to your mental health. She's an agent of chaos. Tamar Braxton is the definition of the boy who cried wolf. Sleepwalking, having a dentist release a statement diagnosing a sleeping disorder. She's an attention seeker, has borderline personality disorder, and suicidal as well. Y'all drop a comment if you would actually prefer Tamar leaving the public eye for a bit. Or do you still think Funky Dineva was wrong in this situation? Sound off in the comments and make sure you like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, baddies.